Hi guys, in this video we'll be seeing about variables. Okay, variables are used to store a value. So in languages like C and Java, the syntax is data type, variable name, and then value and semicolon. We'll be terminating the statement with semicolon. But whereas in Python, it's not a syntax. Okay, the proper syntax will be variable name equal to and a value. So the semicolon is also acceptable, but it's an optional one. Okay, so it doesn't make a problem right here. So we could point to many, a variable can be automatically typecasted to any type of data. So we'll be seeing the value of name. Value of name is actually, currently now it's integer value. So name is equal to say something like test. So there wouldn't be any error. Okay. So we could typecast a variable into holding any type of data. So the type of data is not an issue here. So we could also assign multiple values in the same line. A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to 1. So the value of A is 1, B is 1, C is 1. So it's a handy operator. Next we will go for standard data types. So Python has 5 different data types. One is numbers, next is string, then list, then tuple, then dictionary. We'll be going each and every one of them in the later sessions. So the first one is basically numbers, right? So numbers. So the numbers means like 1, 2, 3 numerical values. So also we could go for something like 1.1, 1.2 floating point values. So numbers will consist of all those things. So next one is strings. So string is a sequence of characters. So in the Python, the interesting part is, let's say, take a variable name. Your name, it's fine. So you could use single quotes or double quotes, and there is also a concept called triple quotes. So let me go with the single quotes first. Okay. So in case of using a single quotes, let's say Sasi Kumar, right? So Kumar. So inside a single quotes, I could use a double quote. It wouldn't be bringing error. But in case I will be using a single quote, you could see the remaining strings are being what they wouldn't be taken as a string. So there will be error. So the similarly, if I have double quotes and if I keep a single quote inside them, it's an acceptable one. So there wouldn't be any error. But consider a case where I wanna point my value. Look, Sasi Kumar. I want a Kumar in next line. If I hit enter, it wouldn't be a possible one. But in case I use the triple quotes, Sasi, then enter, then Kumar. If I will be printing this value, sorry, then you could see slash n. So slash n refers to the next line character. So to print this, I'll be using print function, then name. So you could see the comma comes in the next line. So that's this is a handy operator. This will be using when we want to preserve the way the text has been entered. So for Python, the next part of the strings we could go for. Let me open a file here, then we save here. Okay, so desktop, new file, Python 1. So this is how we create a file using ideally. Okay, the proper there's a shortcut Control N. So this is used for creating a new file. Okay, so let's take a string. String. String is equal to name nameless. Okay, so this is the value of the string. Okay, this is a variable string holding a string. So we could print the string using print of str. So let me run this. To run this, we could go for run, then run module. So this will be, oh sorry, my mistake. So string, this is variable. So this is the value of the string. So let me print the string right here. So once you run the file, it's as I said, Python is an interpreted language. It will be executing line by line. So when I run this file, the first statement executes, and the second statement executes. So it will be loaded into this terminal. So that's why when I print type string, we'll be getting this value nameless. So then there's a Python operation called slice. So slice, let me first display the length of the string. To display the length of the string, we will be going for length, we'll be passing to the string. So length is basically a function. So the length of the string is 8. So let me take an example right here. So name of 0, sorry, so my bad. Okay, string of 0. It will be pointing to the first, oh snap. sorry, my bad. String of 0 will be pointing to the first one, and similarly string of -1 will be pointing to the last element, which is yes. That is also operator called, there is also a method called slicing. So string of 1 to 3. So in this state I will be stripping out the numbers from index 1a until index 3. So you know how these indexes work, right? 0, 1 and then 2. So this will be working this way. This is how do you manipulate a string. So there is also a concept called list. Okay, list. Consider list as an array. Okay, instead of but basically array will be holding elements of same data type. But in case this list holds an element of different data type, so I could have here a number or a string, then a floating point value. So it could have any kind of data. Okay, it could also contain another list here. So 1, 2, and 3. Run this. So value of list. So list of 0, list of 1, and the list of -1. You could see it's similar to indexing in strings. So it accesses the first element, second element, or the last element using -1. So let's go for tuples. Tuples are basically a data type. Let me t is equal to, these will be doing with the open and closed braces. So you could similarly, you could contain multiple values, a number, a string, or a floating point. So it works. Okay, it doesn't matter what kind of data type is doing this. So unlike in list, you couldn't add or remove data, sorry, you couldn't remove data or you couldn't manipulate here. The reason is because tuples are immutable. Okay, so the tuples provide us with the two functions, index, sorry, index of, sorry, yeah, index, yes, sorry, it's value. So in this we'll be giving the value here. So let me give you another example. Index of, let me give yeah, 10, passing a string. So when it passes the string, it will give us the index. So that's why it's a function of it. So, and also the basic reason why we use tuple is there are some certain times when there is no need for us to manipulate the data. For in case of calendar, which has a defined structure, so in those times there is no need for a human or a programmer to change those values. So it's a fail safe, right? So next, in case of dictionary, so the basics syntaxes will be having something like key, then a value. Okay, the key can be any kind of data. Okay, a number or a string doesn't matter. So let me have a string. Okay, val one. So the value is one, right? So similarly using indexes. So when I write here val val one, till sorry my bad. Yeah, val one has space. This will be giving us a value. So the next one is, yeah, that's it. We covered all the 5 basic data types. So see you in the next video. Bye.